Hello everyone. We are a group of thinkers and creators next, and we'll be talking about the key milestone of e-learning. My name is Esther, and I'll be presenting on the early forms of distance learning. One may ask, what is distance learning? Distance learning means a way of learning where students and teachers are not physically in the same place. Instead, lessons happen through different methods that allow students to learn from home or other places. Before modern technology, distance learning started with corresponding courses. This means teachers would send lessons and assignments through the postal service. Students would study at home, complete their work, and mail it back to the teacher for grading. Later on, distance learning improved radio and television programs. Schools and universities used radio broadcasts and educational TV shows to teach large numbers of students at once. We have benefits of distance learning, which is students can learn from anywhere, even from home. It helps people who are working or taking care of their family. It saves time and money because there's no need to travel. And also, students can study at their own pace and choose when to learn. We have challenges as well, and the challenges are lack of interest. It can be hard to study or focus without a teacher nearby. Students may feel lonely or miss group activities. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is your girl Jessica and I'll be taking you through the introduction of computers in education. I'll start by defining what a computer is. We all know about computers, their uses and all those stuffs. When we say a computer is an electronic device that manipulates data or information. This means when data is being input into the device, it processes it into meaningful information that can be used here. So the introduction of computers in education has had a good impact on teaching. Yeah, that's very right. That's very true. Now let's move on to the integration timelines. Computers were used for limited tasks during the 1970s to the 1980s, initially separated from teachers and students, and it was integrated to prepare students for the digital world. All what this is trying to tell us is that during the 1970s and the 1980s, computers wasn't that common as we used to see nowadays. So teachers and students were finding it very difficult to get access to computers. They integrated it to prepare students for the digital world, because as the world is moving on, the more digital it becomes. Now let's move on to the challenges and the impacts and the challenges here. With the impacts, we have blending traditional learning with online learning, and then enhancing collaborative learning. Yes, so when we say blending traditional learning with online learning, it means we are going to have our normal classroom learning, then plus the online learning. So it's not going to be like one of the days where you have to always move from your house to a certain place to seek for education. Now you can stay in the comforts of your home and have education. At the same time, you can also move and just be educated. So with the enhancing collaborative learning, we all know how some social media apps have helped students to collab with their peers in terms of doing an assignment, researching, and all those stuff. So with the help of the with the introduction of computers into education, it has really helped students to um, have some kind of effective collaboration in their learning. Now, the challenges, we have adoption of new technologies, inadequate tools for learning, lack of skills. With the adoption of new technologies, it's not just about having computers and this, but it's about the method of teaching and learning, how it's going to be, as in when you are introducing new technology into an old system. You see, so some of the teachers had the fear that they might lose their control over their students, because if technology can do what a teacher can do, then why is it that I have to go to class or something or listen to what the teacher is saying and all those stuff. So now let's move to the inadequate tools for learning. So you see, just as I said, gone are the days the computers wasn't that common as we used to see nowadays. So you could have like 5 students using the same PC, and you can imagine how tough that would be. So the tools that they were to use in learning wasn't sufficient for them. So that was a very big challenge. Then lack of skills. Some of the teachers didn't have the skills. In fact, most of them, they didn't have the skills to teach students on the use of computers and all those things. See, because for them, they came before the computers, so they don't have that much knowledge about the use of computers. Now, let's move on to the implications and recommendations. Yeah, so with the implications, we have lack of skills, and then we have increase in reliance on computers and health hazards. So with the lack of skills, just as I said, some teachers didn't have that capability of teaching students on how to use computers and those things. Then increase in reliance on computers. Yeah, this has become something like normal to everyone. It's like always everyone is looking up to technology without forgetting that they can use their brains to even think of something else. They are always relying on the computers and technology to help them solve problems and do a lot of things, and which is not a good idea, because if we don't blend the traditional learning with the um, online learning and the technological tools and the use of technological tools too, it's going to create a big problem in the future for us, because it will be like always you have to use technology. So when there is a failure in the network or something like that, it makes learning unpleasant, or makes learning some way. And then with the recommendations, we have education on cyber security, balanced use of technology, introduction of workshops and courses on technology to teachers. Yeah, so I think we have to um, educate the society on cyber security, so that it won't be like somebody has hacked me, or so they will be free from cyber threats and all those things. Then with the balanced use of technology, yeah, technology should be balanced. It shouldn't be like we are using only the online parts, like let's say for instance online learning and traditional learning. You shouldn't be always doing everything online, because it might have some health hazards on us. Like we might have some impacts on us and those things. So we should balance it with the traditional learning to make everything okay. Then with the introduction of workshops and courses on technology to teachers. Yeah, so there have to be some kind of workshops or some kind of courses where they will teach, where the teachers will learn on how to will learn or will be trained on how to use computers, how to go by technology and those things, so that they can come back and teach the students very well, like as needed, as they need it. Then with the last part, I'm going to talk about the initial reactions. Yes, there were some initial reactions by the students, the teachers, and the parents. So with the students, they found learning more engaging, because if a student can use a social media tool to do everything that he or she wants, why won't he or she be happy with that? So they find learning to be they found learning to be more engaging, and like they were very much excited with the introduction of computers in education. Then with the teachers too, they had mixed feelings. Some were like, oh, at least they are going to have some assistance in their teaching. It won't be like always they have to go to class and those things. But some too was like, if care is not taken, the technology might replace their jobs. Yeah, because if technology is there, then why do I have to go to class to learn or like to listen to the teacher or something like that? No. Then for the parents too, they were supportive. They were supportive though, but they were concerned about the health, because you see, they prepared their children for this for the introduction of computers in education, because they were ready for their children to be educated, but they were also concerned about their health, because you see, children, they can stay on their laptops and their phones for a very long period of time, which is which can cause some health hazards of like eye problem and all those things. So this is it for my slide.
The rise of Internet and Web 1.0. The rise of Internet began in the late 1960s with the development of ARPANET, which was the first network to implement the protocol suite TCP or IP. This laid the groundwork for the modern Internet. By the 1990s, the Internet became more accessible to the general public, leading to a rapid increase in users. Web 1.0 refers to the early stage of the World Wide Web, roughly from the early 1990s to the early 20s. During this period, websites were primarily static, meaning they consisted of simple HTML pages with limited interactivity. Content was mostly read-only, and users had little ability to contribute or interact with the content. The focus was on information dissemination rather than user engagement. Key characteristics of Web 1.0 include static web pages, limited user interaction, basic HTML and early web design, the emergence of search engines and directories. As the internet evolved, it transitioned into Web 2.0, characterized by user-generated content, social media, and greater interactivity.
Talking about the emergence of learning management systems. And a learning management system is a software platform designed to create, deliver, manage, and track educational courses and training programs. It serves as a centralized digital hub for online and blended learning, enabling educators, trainers, and organizations to administer, document, track, and report on learning activities. So here we're talking about the origins and early development. So during the 1960s to 1970s, we had a computer assisted instruction. With this, the computer assisted instruction like Plato. It was program logic for automatic teaching operations. Introduced key it introduced the key learning management system concepts. Yeah. And now we have the rise of the internet web based. This one was during the 1990s to 2000s. Talking about 2002, we have the open source and global expansion. And now coming to 2010 to the present day, we have the mobile and cloud-based learning. And the mobile and cloud-based learning, we are talking about the Canvas, the Google Classroom, and corporate learning management system. We have the Talent LMS and Cornerstone. So moving on, I'm going to the key features of the modern learning management system. We have course management. So due to the evolving of the learning management system, we can manage courses online. We have assessment and grading. We can have sometimes we do online quiz and we are graded right after the quiz, we write the quiz. So this whole part of um the evolution of the learning management system. We have mobile access, we have tracking and analytics. Yeah, tracking and analytics. And we have communication tools. These are all key features of modern learning management systems. So thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Gilbert and we will be diving into Web 2.0 and social learning. Talking of this, we all know the evolving impact of internet has brought about a significant change in how we interact, learn, and also share information online. So, one key development in this transformation is Web 2.0 and also social learning, which is in relation to Web 2.0 and also the broad overview of internet. So, simply put, we can have Web 2.0 being a website that allows users to interact and also create, share information, content online. Key features of Web 2.0. So, Web 2.0 has user-generated content, social networking sites, collaborative platforms, and also multimedia sharing. So with user-generated content, Web 2.0 empowers students to become active creators and not just consumers of content online. With this creation of content, you can have example like blogs and wikis, which help students to create content. On social networking sites, it showcases the aspect of Web 2.0 where users create communities, groups, and also other platforms for collaboration and interaction. And of course, example, we can have Facebook, which we all know as a social networking site. With collaborative platforms, we can also have Google Docs, which supports real-time collaboration and helps users to also create and work on projects simultaneously. Also for multimedia sharing, we can have YouTube, which helps in sharing videos, pictures, audios, and others. Creating a rich communication which goes beyond the use of text into tutorials, podcasts, and what have we. Moving to social learning in relation to Web 2.0. We classify social learning to be a learning that occurs in social contexts. We can have characteristics of social learning to be collaborative and interactive, community-based, peer-driven, and also enhanced by digital tools. For peer-driven and community-based, for instance, we can have an online group and it can be our community where we share information and interact with each other. And also with a peer driven, a peer in the group can a peer can take the role of a teacher and share feedbacks and also give out content and also share resources to each other's inside the community-based group. We'll be moving to some tools for social learning. So we can have tools like WordPress, which is under blogs, Wikipedia, which is under wikis, Facebook, which is under social networking, and YouTube for video sharing, and also Google Drive for collaborative as a collaborative tool. So blogs enable students to share ideas and also reflect on what they have learned online. Wikis allows collaborative editing and content creation. Social networking, as said earlier, generates groups and also social communities online. And also collaborative tools enables real-time cooperation on a document, for instance, an assignment given when you are in your various homes and various places. Let's move to benefits of Web 2.0 in social learning. So, it enhances learner engagement and motivation. It fosters critical thinking and problem solving. It encourages knowledge sharing and collaboration. It supports personalized and self-direct learning. With this being said, students feel involved in interactions through comments, posts, likes, and also makes learning dynamic and fun. Learners also analyze, debate, and evaluate perspective online, which exposes them to real-world problems and also projects online. Yeah, and also collaborative projects as well. So students also learn from peers and also contribute to group understanding, like on a particular topic or assignment. So it also helps learners to choose on what, when, and how to learn online. With the use of podcasts, blogs, and other tools in Web 2.0. Of course, we can never speak of benefits and leave out challenges. So some challenges of Web 2.0 and social learning, we can have information overload and distraction, spread of misinformation, privacy and data concerns, and digital divide and unequal access to technology. So with information overload, students and learners can be bombarded with bombarded with more information and also students, and they wouldn't know which one to pick from, and which will lead to confusion and other stuffs. Other stuffs like prioritizing and retaining of information from online. Yes, of course, the online has most information being false information. So like going online, you can easily get access to misinformation and you might think it's the right thing. So of course, we have spread of misinformation. And of course, when it comes to online work, privacy and data security becomes a problem. When you post online and some platforms, collaborative platforms demands more personal details and personal data. And if not properly managed, can be vulnerable to the online hackers and what have we? Online hackers, um, online phishers, and many more. Also, digital divide and unequal access to technology. Of course, we still have some people and some communities who do not have access to technologies and also even to the internet. So it becomes a problem for students to access social learning and also use the Web 2.0 tools efficiently. This is where I'll be ending my presentation. Thank you.
We're talking about mobile learning. Mobile learning refers as M-learning, a way of accessing learners' content through mobile device. Key characteristics of mobile learning: social learning, micro learning content, social and collaborative learning. Benefits and advantage of mobile learning. It improves employees' retention. It improves knowledge retention and academic performance. It is more engaged. Disadvantage of mobile learning. It can be distraction, tech barrier, lack of expertise. Tools in mobile learning. We have the mobile phone, laptops, tablets, platforms of mobile learning and management system, micro-learning platform, online learning platforms, and other learning tools. Thank you.
Artificial intelligence in learning, future trends. Today I want to talk about AI. We all know AI. Okay, so AI is a part of science or a branch of science that helps to create machines and develop software into them, which enables them to perform tasks as human that. Some of the abilities of the AI are learning, reasoning, problem solving, perceptions, decision making, creativity. Okay, so for the learning, most institutions or let me say organizations use AI in learning. A teacher can give you a work and then ask you to put that work in AI. Then AI is going to help you and assist you learn very well. Reasoning. Reasoning will help you to take some form of action. So if you need an assistant in what you are doing, AI can help you do that. Problem solving. Problem solving is everywhere around us. So with some of problems, maybe um, you need a way of developing a dustbin. That is the problem. When you channel this problem to AI, AI is going to help you and then give you a solution to it. Okay. So some of examples of AI, we have ChatGPT, we have DeepSeek, and so on. Yes, that's AI. Now let's talk about the impact of artificial intelligence in AI. Because in recent years, AI has played much impact in the world. One is of personalized learning experience. With the help of AI, you're able to learn on your own, then become good on your own. You're able to personalize yourself in learning experiences. It gives you more chance to learn on your own, become very good in that. Automated administration tasks. Automated administration tasks. This is where when task is being given to AI, it develops or generates the answer to you fast, and then immediately. Yeah. Enhance engagement with interactive content. It helps you to reason very well, to structure your question very well, to put it into AI to give you the answer. Because if you don't structure your words very well or your research very well, it's not able to know what you are trying to talk about. So this helps you to enhance engagement with interactive content, to bring out good content to the AI. Data-driven insights for better decision making. Yes. It also helps you to make a better decision when it generates the answer for you and you see that this answer is somehow okay, you can take it. When it's not okay, you can prompt it again to give you a different answer. Trends of artificial intelligence, AI in e-learning. Generative AI dominance and introduction. In recent years, AI is very dominating everywhere in workplace, in schools, churches, institutions, and other stuff. So AI is helping to trend very well because it has become more in most schools, most houses, most workplace, and all that. Focus on enterprise solutions. So with the help of AI is mainly made to help solve problems of enterprises, some problems within enterprises. AI has been able to develop some tools to be able to help eradicate problems in enterprises, email technologies, and digital intelligence. Through AI, most people are now able to become friendly to the digital world. AI, AR, VR, and 5G technology. Artificial intelligence. This is mostly used in solving problems, let's say in schools, minor problems in schools, yeah. Questions and answers. You send it a question and it replies with an answer. Augmented reality as AR. With the AR, you're able to transform a large document into, let's say, audio to listen to it. So with the document will be transformed into audio, a large manner. And then we have the advent of 5G technology. Advantage of artificial intelligence in AI. Personalized learning paths, as you said earlier on, personalized learning paths. You're able to learn on your own and become very good in learning on your own without the assistance of anyone, even when there is no teacher around. Adaptive content and feedback. It's able to give you content and feedback immediately as you need it. So the question you're going to ask is the AI, is the answer is going to produce to you or is going to give to you. Automated tutoring and support. The AI is there to support everyone, even kids under the age of 10 years are able to operate the AI since it's going to guide you and then support you. Some, when it gives you the solution, it asks you a question that are you okay with the solution? If not, it will generate another solution for you. So disadvantages of AI: over reliance on technology and reduced critical thinking. Yes, as for now, AI is making students and most people in the world very lazy when it comes to critical thinking, because when a student has to sit down and then analyze things by him or herself, he or she will try to put the question given to him or her into this AI to manufacture the answers for him or her. So it has made us very lazy when it comes to critical thinking. This is a big disadvantage to us. Misconduct, academic, and cheating. The introduction of AI now in schools in the world, sorry, has made it very common for students to cheat in examinations, because now you can use your device, your mobile phone for AI and all stuff. So students put this device in their pockets and hide them, then take it to classrooms during examination. And this makes them cheat in examination because this AI is very quick and very fast. When you send it information, it generates answers for you within a second. So this is also a disadvantage. Job displacement for educators. Yes, with the presence of AI, it has made many people lose their job in different sectors. Example, we can say teachers is one, because with the traditional learning, students are to move from their house to the school to sit down and then learn. But due to the introduction of AI, students will be at home and then try to um, use the AI or connect to the AI or use any other tool to chat or text teachers online. So instead of the institution having more teachers, it reduces the teachers and then have some other tools to help them. Yes, in learning. This one is also a disadvantage to us. The next point says technical issues and unproduct unproductivity unpredictability is also a disadvantage to us. Let's move on. Concept of e-learning. One, digital delivery. So the concept of e-learning Before the AI was introduced, their main concept, their tools that back it up for the function of the AI. One was digital delivery. The main purpose or concept about the AI was to deliver very well, and deliver information exactly through the. Hello viewers, here comes another lesson. Okay, in this lesson we are going to learn about the misconceptions of e-learning. Okay, as e-learning has a lot of benefits and also advantages, it has also misconceptions. That's myths about e-learning. So there comes a range of misconceptions. Okay, so one, let's start with low quality courses. With this misconception, people think that you offering a course online or using tools to offer a course online makes it too low. It's not all that quality. By you going to class to sit down and then learn, make it more quality. Or you using the traditional way of learning or applying courses is more quality than you using the e-learning tools. Point two says only for academic education. You say e-learning is for only academic education. So for this point, it tells that anything that is being done or using e-learning tools or all that stuff, it's for only academic purpose. And this is not true because we can use this platform for only for many purposes, not only e-learning purposes or not only academic purposes. Businesses, organizations, and other staff can use e-learning platforms to learn and achieve their goals. Point three, only for tech experienced individual. Okay, so this misconception is saying that it is only designed and made for only tech experienced individuals. These are the people that have skills in using such platforms and other forms of e-learning tools. But with this misconception, I can say it's not true because now with the AI we have, let's say ChatGPT for example, it has audio recording that anyone can speak to change your language, and this AI bot is going to understand your language and be able to give you the answer you want. So this is not made for only experienced people. Anyone can use it, but that's a misconception that people has in mind. Okay, so point three is saying e-learning lacks personal interaction. Okay, you using e-learning platforms and tools, they are saying that it lacks interactions. Yeah. Okay, for you using the e-learning platform, you will not be able to ask direct question to the teacher or to the lecturer whilst he or she is teaching. You are going to sit back and then watch and then learn. Then after that, if you have any question, you can use any other tool to access it. So when it comes to the solution of this misconception, that's why there are AI tools and other stuff. So one can use YouTube to learn and then acquire some knowledge and then keep his or her questions and then now use the ChatGPT to answer the following questions or he or she asks. Okay, so let's go to point five. E-learning is not as effective as traditional learning. This is another misconception. They said it is not effective as traditional learning. And with this, you sitting in class, seeing a teacher face to face makes you active and also responds to questions and other stuff. But with the e-learning tools and platforms, it becomes difficult for you to ask questions and also answers to be given to you immediately. That's where you have to take your time and then use a different tool to search for your solution. But with the traditional learning, you see the teacher face to face, you ask questions, and then he answers you straightforward. So these are some of the misconceptions we have about e-learning. Yes, we are going to end here. See you next.